Myself Satish and my friend Jashwant, and our project title is Phytochemical Investigation, Antibacterial Activity, Anti-Diabetic Activity and Anti-Inflammatory Activity of Salt Marsh Plant Extracts. We done this project under the guidance of Dr. Yuvraj Dinakar Kumar, Professor, biotech Engineering College. Aim of our project is to find what are all the phytochemical constituents present in the salt marsh plants, Sveta maritima, Salicornia brachyta and Sesavium portulagastrum. And we analyzed the flavonoids and phenols in salt marsh plants by using HPLC. And then we evaluated the antibacterial activity of ethanol and methanol and petroleum ether extracts of salt marsh plants against the specific pathogens. And then we did in vitro anti-diabetic activity of methanolic extract of salt marsh plants, in vitro anti-inflammatory activity of methanolic extract of salt marsh plants. Materials and methods: we collected these plants from Pulicat Lake and Ennur. Collected samples were washed and cut into small pieces. The cutted pieces were kept into the Soxhlet apparatus for the extraction process. Methanolysis is a extraction solvent, and then we analyze the flavonoids and antioxidants in HPLC. These are Sveta maritima, Salicornia brachyta and Sesavium portulagastrum. These are all the procedures for preliminary study of phytochemical screening, and this is the result for preliminary phytochemical screening. And this shows Sveta maritima has more phytochemical constituents when compared with two other methanolic extracts of salt marsh plants. And this is the standard graph for evaluating the flavonoids and antioxidants. And we used 5 type of standards for calculating the content of flavonoids and antioxidants in salt marsh plant extracts. They are gallic acid, quercetin, rutin, luteolin, and camphorol. Peaks shows the presence of flavonoids in Sveta maritima. This results shows the maximum amount of antioxidants present in Sveta maritima. Evaluation of antibacterial activity done by using 3 type of bacterial strains. They are Escherichia coli, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and Bacillus cereus. Antimicrobial activity was determined by disk diffusion method. Muller and agar used as a medium for bacterial strains. Positive control experiment was carried out under the similar condition by using tetracycline. The petri dishes with the bacteria incubated at 37 plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. The assessment of antimicrobial activity was based on the measurement of diameter of inhibition zone formed. These are all the zone of inhibition for Sveta maritima, and this one is for Salicornia brachyta. This is Sesavium portulagastrum extract against the specific pathogens. Zone of inhibition calculated by using a vernier caliper. R denotes the no zone of inhibition. This is the result of zone of inhibition for Sveta maritima. Petroleum ether extract of Sveta maritima shows maximum zone of inhibition when compared with the other 2 type of extracts. And this is the result for Salicornia brachyta. It is less effective when compared with Sveta maritima. Botulocastrum has no effective antibacterial activity against any type of pathogens. Anti-diabetic activity of salt marsh plants were analyzed by using 2 methods. They are dialysis method and alpha amylase inhibition method. This method, dialysis tube contains 2 ml of plant extracts in 1% carboxyl methyl cellulose and 2 ml of 0.15 molarity sodium chloride containing 0.22 molarity D-glucose. At the time interval of 1 hour, 2 hours, 22 hours, 24 hours and 27 hours, dialysate sample will be taken out for evaluating the concentration of the glucose by dinitrosalicylic acid method at 575 nanometer. And these are all the OD values for dialysate sample. Optical density values of dialysate sample will be compared with the standard glucose concentration curve for calculating the glucose level in dialysate. And these are all the glucose concentration present in the dialysate sample. Salicornia brachyata shows less amount of glucose concentration due to the inhibition of glucose by means of methanolic extract of Salicornia brachyata. This graph shows concentration of glucose against methanolic extracts of plants. Salicornia brachyata shows the maximum antidiabetic activity when compared with the other two plants. And another method is inhibition of alpha amylase enzyme. And the procedure is add 0.5 ml of alpha amylase enzyme and incubate it for 3 minutes, and then add 0.5 ml of starch solution and incubate it for 5 minutes. Formation of maltose will be quantified by using 3,5 dinitrosalicylic acid, and 0.5 ml of methanolic plant extracts will be added, and then the solutions will be heat for 3 minutes, and cooling will be taken, and take the OD at 540 nanometer. Percentage inhibition of alpha amylase will be calculated by using this formula, that is absorbance of control minus absorbance of standard divided by absorbance of control into 100. And this result shows Salicornia brachyata has maximum zone of percentage for inhibition of alpha amylase when compared with other two type of methanolic extract of salt marsh plants. This graph shows the maximum zone of inhibition of Salicornia brachyata. Anti-inflammatory activity, we used control as 1% of bovine serum albumin, and we used reference drug as aspirin. Various concentrations, that is there are 50 μg, 100 μg, 150 μg and 200 μg of methanolic extracts of plants, salt marsh plants will be taken, and add dimethyl sulfoxide to make up to 1 ml, and 1% of bovine serum albumin will be added to the mixture. pH is adjusted by to 7 plus or minus 0.2 by adding 1 normality hydrochloric acid, and then incubate that mixture at 37 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes, and then heat for 30 minutes at 57 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Take the OD at 620 nanometer. These are all the results for anti-inflammatory activity, and this shows Sueda maritima has maximum percentage of inhibition when compared with other two plants, and this shows this plant, that is Sueda maritima, has anti-inflammatory activity at various concentration of methanolic extract of percentage of inhibition of Sueda maritima. At 200 microgram per ml of methanolic extract of Sueda maritima has maximum activity of inflammation, anti-inflammation when compared with other two plant extracts, and it compared with the reference drug, that is aspirin. Results and discussions. Preliminary phytochemical screening results in many phytochemical constituents are present in Sueda maritima when compared with other two plant extracts, and it forms a higher zone of inhibition against bacterial strains when compared with the other two plant extracts, and Salicornia brachyata exhibits the good anti-diabetic activity in both the dialysis and alpha amylase method, and it inhibits the glucose concentration, and it may be helpful in type 2 diabetes mellitus. The Sueda maritima, again, it has a good anti-inflammatory activity, that is anti-denaturation activity when compared with other two plant extracts. Without Sesavium portulacastrum, Salicornia brachyata and Sueda maritima has many medicinal activities, that is they are having good phytochemical constituents, and Salicornia brachyata has a good anti-diabetic activity, and Sueda maritima also has a good anti-diabetic activity, but it is less when compared with Salicornia brachyata. These are all the references which we have collected the review of literature and procedures. Thank you.